What happens in your brain after 1 minute of Kaizen? I just did a single push-up. Yes, one. And my brain already changed. I'm going to show you exactly what happened in my head during that single minute and why people who understand this have an unfair advantage over everyone else. Look, we all know the Japanese Kaizen story. 1% daily improvements, small steps, blah, blah, blah. But nobody tells you the uncomfortable truth. Your brain is programmed to sabotage this process. Evolutionarily, we were designed to conserve energy, not to improve it. So how can a microscopic minute of action hack millions of years of biological programming? When you do something small but concrete, like a push-up, read a page, or clean a drawer, three things happen simultaneously in your brain. First, the nucleus accumbens lights up. This is your reward zone. But here's the trick. It doesn't activate by completing big projects. It activates by the simple act of starting. Your brain can't distinguish between I wrote a novel and I wrote a sentence. For it, both are you did what you said you'd do. Boom, dopamine. The problem is that most people wait to feel motivation before acting. That's backwards. Neuroscience is clear. First you act, then comes motivation. 1 minute of Kaizen is the switch that turns on the system. Second, your prefrontal cortex recognizes a pattern of success. Imagine your brain is an obsessive pattern detector, because it is. Every time you complete something, no matter how tiny, your prefrontal cortex files that as he keeps his promises. After a week of 1 minute daily, your brain already has 7 pieces of evidence that you're someone reliable. It doesn't need to believe in you. It has data. And data changes brain chemistry faster than any motivational affirmation. People who fail at big changes have a brain full of evidence of broken promises. I'm going to the gym 5 days a week. You fail on Monday. Your brain notes, unreliable. 1 minute Kaizen is so ridiculously small that it's impossible to fail, and that rewrites your identity file. Third, you reduce the amygdala. Your amygdala is your threat detector. And here's what's wild. It perceives change as danger. That's why when you think, I'm going to change my life, you feel that visceral resistance, that feeling of better tomorrow. It's your amygdala screaming, alarm, unknown behavior. But 1 minute is too small to activate the threat response. It's like entering cold water little by little instead of diving in. Your amygdala literally doesn't notice. You're infiltrating your own security system. Now, here's what nobody tells you and what makes this realistic, not fantastical. The first month, that minute is going to feel stupid. You're not going to feel massive changes. You're not going to wake up one day transformed. In fact, you're going to have days where you think, what's the point? One push-up doesn't change anything. And you'd be right if you were a robot that only measures immediate results. But your brain is playing a different game. It's measuring identity. Each minute is a vote for the type of person you're becoming. Week 1, your brain is confused. Why are we doing this? Week 2/3, it starts to expect it. The action becomes slightly easier, not because you're stronger, but because there's less neural friction. Week 4/6, here's something strange happens. You start doing 2 minutes, not because you force yourself, but because your brain is already turned on and thinks, since I'm here. Month 3, the minute is automatic. But now the magic. Your brain has generalized the pattern. You start applying micro actions in other areas without thinking. I've tracked this in my life for 6 months. 1 minute of writing per day. The first 40 days I wrote garbage, pure, forgettable sentences. But on day 70, without realizing it, I was writing 15 minutes and the content was better. Why? because my brain no longer negotiated whether I should write or not. That decision was dead. The mental energy I used to spend on should I do it or not was now redirected to what do I write. The reason Kaizen doesn't work for most people, they underestimate it so much they don't do it. They think 1 minute can't matter, so they don't try. Or the opposite, they do it for 3 days, don't see dramatic results, and quit. They're looking for a movie transformation, but the brain doesn't work like that. The brain works with silent and boring repetition. The brain changes slowly, but when it changes, it's permanent. So here's the deal. After this video, your brain has already processed this information. It already knows that 1 minute matters. Now you have 2 options. Option A, close the video, think, interesting, and keep waiting for the perfect day to start something big. Or option B, identify one thing, not 3, not 5, 1, and do it for 1 minute today, not tomorrow, today. Your brain will be watching what you choose, and that choice, that single minute, will give it new data about who you really are. Because in the end, you're not what you think or what you plan. You are what you do when nobody's watching, even if it's just for 1 minute. I already did my minute today. Did you? Subscribe for more content like this.